spring onions. That's it. That's it. Okay, check that out. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make some Cantonese style steamed ribs. Very quick and easy, simple dinner recipe that you guys can make very quick and easily. Okay, let's get cooking. Let me show you guys how to do this. Okay guys, let's chop up some pork ribs here for our steamed ribs. So here I've got a rack of pork ribs here. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just making one portion for dinner tonight. Okay, steamed ribs. I'm just going to use one little piece here. This looks like it's a good meat for steamed ribs. If you cut this other piece over here, you can see over here there's too much bone, but these are also good pieces for eating steamed ribs as well. I'm going to save this for another recipe. So yeah, I'm just going to use this rack over here. Just cut it into good sized pieces. For steamed ribs you don't want too much big pieces. So yeah, just small biteable size pieces is good enough. You see these pieces, they don't have a lot of bone in it. I like these kind of pieces for my steamed ribs. Hey, but if you guys like those thicker pieces, you're welcome to use those as well. You can see good decent sized pieces here. Okay guys, now we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda to the ribs. The reason why we're adding this baking soda is because we want to marinate it, and then it will get soaked up into the pork meat, and then it will stop the bleeding. It will try to dissolve the blood out of the pork ribs. So that's why we put the baking soda. So you're just gonna give this a good mix. We'll give this a good mix, and then we'll let it sit for about 30 minutes. Make sure all the pieces are a bit coated. And then after 30 minutes, I want you guys to just rinse it up in cold water. Rinse it once, twice, 3 times until all that baking soda is out. And then afterwards, when you drain this, you'll see it will stop leaking. You know, the meat blood that we don't want. Whereas when you're marinating this and then it's leaking that kind of blood in the marinade, it won't be good. So yeah, so that's how you do it. Okay, let's let this sit for the next 30 minutes and I'll show you how to marinate this. Hey guys, it's been half an hour. Just going to be rinsing the baking soda off of these ribs over here. Okay guys, so here's my ribs. Let's be washed and drained. Just marinate this now. Okay, first we're gonna give a quick sprinkle of salt. Just like that. Put a quick sprinkle of white pepper. We're adding about 2 teaspoons of sugar. I just want the sugar to be coated on top of the ribs here. That's how much sugar you need. So if you have a lot of ribs, just add more sugar. Okay, next I'm gonna add in 1 tablespoon of crushed garlic and ginger. You can use freshly chopped ones here. It's just store-bought crushed ginger and garlic. 1 tablespoon. It doesn't matter if there's more or less. The flavor will still be the same after it's marinated. Oh yes guys, before this recipe continues, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks guys. Okay, next we gotta drizzle some oyster sauce. Just drizzle a little bit all around. Doesn't matter if you put more or less. Next we gotta drizzle some sesame oil. You guys will be asking, like, if you watch my other YouTube videos, why aren't you putting in chicken bouillon powder? It's like steaming recipes, you don't require any chicken bouillon powder. It's all about the sauces, the oyster sauce and the soy sauce. So yeah, you don't need chicken bouillon powder. Okay, next we got drizzle some Chinese rice wine. If you don't have Chinese rice wine, add in your whiskey or your brandy, it doesn't matter. Okay, give a quick sprinkle here. No, a quick drizzle. Let's pour in some soy sauce. Okay, doesn't matter, more or less, doesn't matter. Okay, next over here I got some black bean over here, Chinese black bean. Doesn't matter how much you put in it, maybe this is enough. Now I'm just going to rinse this and let it plump up a bit and then add it to the marinade. Okay, so these black beans here, I just rinsed it a little bit and it rehydrated very fast in less than 10 seconds. So I'm just going to dump this in here as well. Finally, give it a good drizzle of olive oil. Don't drizzle seed oils guys, olive oil is more healthier. Okay guys, let's give this a good mix. I know some of you guys might be asking, like, you want it in like how many teaspoons, but you just need a drizzle. It doesn't really matter because the flavor is all the same, more or less. It's just when you add too much, the flavor might be a bit weird. You're just drizzling a little bit of this and that, so it doesn't really matter. It's all about trial and error. If you make it this time, then it's more salty, then that means you drizzle too much soy sauce. You know, soy sauce is very salty. And if the ribs are not that, what do you call it, sweet, that means you added too little amount of sugar. So yeah, it's all about that guys. So now you give this stuff a quick mix. We're gonna add in a few teaspoons of cornstarch. Okay, since my marinade here, I can see it's a bit wet, so we're adding about 2 heaped teaspoons of cornstarch. You can start with 1 teaspoon if you're not sure, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. If you add too much, it'll become like a batter, so you don't want that. So yeah, now you just give it a good mix. The cornstarch is gonna fuse all that sauce and spices onto the pork ribs here. Okay, once everything is coated nicely, gonna get a steaming plate here. So we'll add this on the steaming plate. We just spread it evenly. Now we're just gonna cover this with a cling wrap and we're gonna let it marinate in the fridge for about an hour. Yeah, an hour, and then you can steam this. If you're not gonna be eating it yet, you can leave it overnight. It can last for about 1 to 2 days. You can leave it in the fridge overnight and then you can steam it and then you can eat it with rice guys. So yeah, it's that simple guys, just like that. Okay guys, so my steam ribs here has been marinated for an hour. Now, if you like a little kick, you can add in a bit of chilies on top before you put in the steamer. But me, I'm gonna be adding in 1 teaspoon of Mexican chili relish. So do that, spread it around here in the center. Yeah, just like that. Then we'll pop this into the steamer to steam for 15 minutes. Okay guys, so our steamer is steaming now, so we'll put in our ribs. Okay, here's our ribs. We're just gonna put this in uncovered. Cover it back with the lid. We'll let this steam for 15 minutes. Exactly 15 minutes and it should be ready. Okay guys, 15 minutes is up. Let's switch off the flame. Steamed pork ribs. Them some Cantonese steamed pork ribs. Check that out. Okay, the last thing you must do, sprinkle it with some chopped spring onions. That's it. That's it. Okay, check that out. So beautiful. Okay guys, so now it's time for a taste test. I'm gonna grab myself a bowl of rice and a few pieces of pork ribs. Before we eat this, we first gotta give it a good mix. Mix up that chili relish. Look at that rib. Those nice ribs here. Look at that guys. That's why I like this cut of pork. For steamed pork ribs here. Wow. Check that out. Wow, look at that. Okay, let's have a taste test. Guys, let's check this out. Wow. Freshly steamed pork ribs here. Let's grab a bite. Same like restaurant style dim sum guys. Very tasty and delicious. 15 minutes only. Give this recipe a try guys. Yummy.